welcome back to the Art Mashup Challenge series. If you're new to this channel, I'm Miguel.
And I'm Michelle.
And what we do here is we draw two random characters. So in this series, we're doing anime and video game characters. And this is, I believe, the 5th episode. So on my side, I've got the video game bowl, and on Michelle's side is the anime bowl. And what we use to draw with are the whatever. I use the Samsung Galaxy S6, and I use Autodesk as the program.
And I use the Apple iPad, and with the Apple Pen that does not come with that. And I also will be using Procreate for my drawing tool. So
yeah, so let's get started on this and draw from the bowl. So you can go first.
Sure. Okay. So I am going to be drawing an unknown character. Mikasa!
Awesome!
From Attack on Titan.
Alrighty.
How cool.
So my turn. What shall fate give me this time?
Miguel is drawing from the video game bowl and...
Chun Li. Interesting.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty.
We're like...
Copycat hour.
Copycat hour time.
Okay.
Two Asian-ish looking characters.
Yeah, shouldn't be too hard.
Is that racist? Okay, anyways, let's get started.
Yeah, let's get started.
Okay.
So, are you a big Attack on Titan fan?
I would say I'm more of a casual fan, but I did cosplay one of the characters that we're drawing, Mikasa, when I was in high school. I think we attended a local anime convention, and at the time I had short hair, and I was trying to think of ways of how could I do like a really quick cosplay put together. So I actually ended up buying like the jacket for that Attack on Titan style, and I actually had to borrow a friend's like belt thingy.
Oh.
All those belts and stuff. So it felt kind of weird, but it was kind of cool because everyone immediately recognized me, and it's a nice feeling when you're cosplaying.
It's money well spent, I would think. I mean, it was like good times way back when Attack on Titan was at its peak popularity. So yeah, I mean, I'm not honestly much of a big fan myself. Well, I actually watched a few episodes. I love the action. I think the action is what stood out to me. And it's a very interesting story, and the theme, I really like the theme because it draws from a lot of like late feudal wartime Japan. It just has a very Western skin on it. It has a very peculiar atmosphere, I will say. I think that's what made it stood out. And of course the Titans were a little weird and scary looking to me. I'm not a big fan of the show, but I love what it was, like the whole trend. And people were doing the salute gesture every time. Yeah, one of my coworkers is a big fan, and he works security at my job, and then he would sometimes stop people for no reason, and then he would just do that salute, because he can tell some of them are fans of Attack on Titan, and they would do the same, so it was like a prank. I
think only played Street Fighter like once in my entire life.
Oh yeah, Street Fighter. So what I like about Street Fighter is it was one of the earlier games that were adapted into a movie in the 80s.
Really?
So yeah, or I think it was the 80s or 90s, I'm not sure. Early 90s. So it had your classic 80s actors like Claude Van Damme. He's not very much of a good actor in my opinion, but he's a really good martial artist. Unfortunately, when they made a live action version of Chun Li, it wasn't that good either. Yeah, it's sad because like these are very iconic characters from Japan, but they don't get as much of a good treatment in either country. So they should just stick as games. I think these are really cool characters. I'm actually more of a King of Fighters fan, or more like a Tekken fan, but Chun Li, what's really cool about games these days is they have crossovers. So you'd have like a Street Fighter character in Tekken, and a Tekken character in a Street Fighter game, which is really interesting.
Are you almost done?
Yep, I am done here. I'm actually going to do a very different approach. I'm using different medium than my previous mashup, so I'm pretty excited how this is going to go.
Cool. Okay, so I'm just gonna sign here real quick.
Let me just zoom in here.
Ready?
Here we go.
Oh.
Ooh, interesting.
Okay.
So we did a whole like inverse approach, which is good. So it's like a different. So yours is like Mikasa posing as Chun Li.
I feel like I got confused halfway through. I was like, wait, do I make this into like more of Mikasa or Chun Li? But
yeah, they're both female fighters, so it's like whatever. We'll just put whatever is appropriate.
Yeah, and I definitely wanted to incorporate both like specific details from their designs, so it's literal mashup of everything that they wear. I really like yours because it's kind of like it could be a new character, and I think it's cool that you went with the dark earthy tones instead of the bright blue tones as associated with Chun-Li, and I could see more of like Chun-Li in here, but I could see some creative liberties incorporating sort of like the details from Attack on Titan uniforms. So I
enjoy doing the swords the most because they look like just giant razor blades, like box cutters.
I was just thinking that. I was like, the first time I saw Attack on Titan, I was like, are those like razor blades? And I was thinking, you know what? That makes sense because you know, you use those against those big, large monster or large human. What do they call them? Titans. Duh.
Yeah.
It's like that makes sense because a razor blade that tiny in comparison to a
they look like box cutters to the human-sized Titans. Cool. Yeah. So let us know in the comments what you think of these interpretations. I actually had fun with this one. I decided to give it a background and just experiment with different mediums because like the earlier ones were like solid ink and that just felt too stiff, so I just went loose in my approach.
Yeah, I really like it. I really like the sketchy style this time.
Yeah, thank you.
So
all right.
Yes, let us know what you think, and please don't forget to boop that subscribe button and also boop that notification bell so you could see more videos just like this one. And we hope to see you around.
Yeah, stay tuned for the next episode.
Alright, bye!